Listen to this video now. Don't let your children run temperatures. Not just your kids, but anybody around you, including yourself. If you ever finding yourself heating up, you're having high temperature, you need to bring down the temperature immediately. Don't let your body run its course on it. Because most seizures that happen in children, not just children but adults though, usually come right after high temperature. Your body runs temperature, it doesn't know how to bring it down, and then boom, you enter seizure. So here is the solution. I'm a native doctor, don't try me before I send juju, give you a side. I'm going to teach you how to save first aid for running temperature. But before I teach you, this is why it happens. Mostly, 99% of the time, it's usually because there's an infection in the body, there's a foreign agent in the body, and your body is trying to fight it off. So when there's infection, it's just like there are invaders, all right, in your body. So your body, in your hypothalamus, in your brain, there's a thermostat there. That thermostat increases your body temperature as a way to set fire to the whole system, and in the process, burn off the invaders. It's just like thieves enter your house, all right, and they're in some rooms, but not in the other rooms. You set fire to the whole house. You understand? Hoping that you'll be able to stop the fire after it has burnt the thieves. You get what I'm saying? That's the whole concept. Now, in the body of children, this regulation is not that good. So the temperature may go high, and the child's body will not be able to bring it down. Boom, the child has entered seizure. And seizure can damage some other things. You understand? After that seizure, the child may come back and you don't want that, okay? You don't want seizures. So here's what you're going to do. If your child is ever running temperature, first of all, let me show you how to know. You have to detect temperature, high temperature in your child early, all right? Let me show you. So let's say this is a child, right? This is the leg of the child. The child is facing you, your child. You spread the leg across your belly. So I'm a herbalist, so I'm teaching you the herbal medicine way. So you're basically connecting your lowest chakra to the lowest chakra of the baby, just by carrying the baby in the front like this. Spread the leg like this. You'll be able to tell from your belly that this baby's belly has increased temperature, because that's where the first temperature starts rising before it goes throughout the body. So if you have a child, try and take your child now, hug your child like that. Make sure your skin to skin is touching the child, right? Try and get a sense in your brain of what the normal temperature is. So any day you carry your child and the temperature increases ever so lightly, you will know. You understand? That's the first way. So the earlier you start tackling that, the better. Instead of waiting an extra 24 hours when the child is now having chills and so that's the easiest way to tell. Another way is there are thermostats. Like if you're a parent, you have children around, you have to have a thermostat, okay? You check the body temperature, you put it here, you know, for a few seconds, and when you bring it out, it will tell you the temperature of the child. If the temperature is running high, you will see it from the thermostat. But usually, as a parent, you should be able to detect this thing really, really fast. So that's the easiest way, okay? Then by the time it gets to the neck, the fever don't enter the body before you feel it in the neck. You understand? So now what do you do when somebody is running temperature, including you as an adult, okay? You get a bowl. I don't know if you can see this way. So perfect. You get a bowl, put warm water. Now the water should be so warm that it's almost hot, okay? But you can still put your hand in it. So that's how warm it is. Like if you put your hand, you'll feel that it's really, really hot, okay? But you can put your hand in it. So you get a clean towel, put there. And then you use the towel to scrub the body of the baby. Or you, if you are the person, you use the towel to scrub your body. Okay? You place it at your joints, behind every joint, okay? So like here, you place it here for a while. Okay, you have a gland here. Alright? Beside your ears, place it for a while. Under your armpits, there's a joint here, so this is behind the joint. There's a joint here, which is your elbow. This is behind the elbow. So here, needs to collect some towel, okay? Hot towel. Not hot, but you know, get what I'm saying. Here too. here, there's a joint here, behind here. Same thing with the legs, behind the knees, the ankles, then inside your palms, or inside the palms of the baby. Let them hold it off for a few seconds. After doing this, the temperature will drop. But this does not solve the root cause of the problem. Remember that the temperature rose because of an infection, most likely. So, but this, when the hot water is cooling off, it helps the brain to cool off with the hot water and regulate the temperature. Normally, if you don't do this, after some hours of running temperature, if the body feels that it has burnt off achieve this purpose by running the temperature, it will start trying to cool off the body by sweating. So if you see somebody that has malaria, after they have gone have cold, they will enter into fever. After some hours of fever, they will start sweating. You understand? That sweating is the equivalent of doing what I'm telling you. Your body is doing it automatically by the sweat. But you don't want your body to do this by itself, okay? Because that high temperature may result in seizures. For those people that are complaining their child is always having seizure, watch for the temperature. So now, as a herbalist, there are herbs that can be put here. Normally, just normal water will work, but because it's an infection, right? If you're using herbal medicine to treat the infection, there are herbs that can be put here. But I will not say it so that they will not take down this video, okay? But if you want to know, you can inbox me. I will tell you. You discuss with your doctor before you try it. Put some herbs. It helps. Then, remember it's an infection. You have to still tackle the root cause of the infection. So, usually in herbal medicine, we have herbs that are used to tackle most infections. Okay? Now, even if you're going to take like drugs or even go and see your doctor, that temperature has to be regulated first. Then you go see your doctor, then do the treatment. Don't think that bringing down the temperature will solve the root cause of the problem. The child can still run temperature tomorrow and the next tomorrow. Even if you have taken herbs today, some herbs, you have to take it in pinches over the course of 3 to 4 days. You understand? So every day the child will run temperature. The next day, it will come down, run temperature, by the third day, it's gone. You understand? Even you as an adult, you can still run. If you feel yourself catching cold, just know that the next thing is temperature. Once you run temperature like that, so if you take help, you can still run temperature the next day. After like 3-4 days, it will go. So here's the thing. Even in a day, a child can run temperature multiple times. So you do the hot water and this thing, it will bring down the temperature. After like 4 to 6 hours, it will rise again. You bring it down again, it will rise again, you bring it down. So in a day, it can happen 2-3 times, even though the child is already on medication. Because some medications take like 2-3 days to start working. So within those 2-3 days, you can see your child may run temperature twice per day for that 2-3 days. Now, when you should be worried is if it has passed 3-4 days and there's still a problem or more. But generally, most infections. Now, it's not just malaria, right? All those typhoid. Cancer too. Some types of cancer, leukemia. When it's in your body might be running temperature often. And some people may not know they'll be treating malaria and typhoid and something else is in your body is trying to raise temperature to tackle. You understand? Some drugs too. And not just that. You know that needle that they put in the body of children? I don't want to call the name. Like when you born your child, you have to take your child to hospital so that they will do the thing on the child. You understand? For a while. You get what I'm saying, right? Now, if you look at the content sometimes is actually, what they do is they get the main disease they are trying to inject the child against and weaken it and turn it into an injection and give the child so that the body of the child can defeat that weakened one. So that if the child ever goes to school or somewhere and contracts the main one, the body of the child already has a formula for defeating it. That's the whole idea of that injection they normally give to children. But some children's body, let me not go too deep, but shall know that sometimes when that injection comes, so children will run fever the next day. So so it's not everything that you can say. Before I go missing, But those who are